prendido todo. No, yo estoy prendido aquí. Ya habíamos hecho todo, ya habíamos hecho. Ya. Basta. Ya habían checado todo, ya les hablé temprano.
It's just taking like a
I don't know.
Yes, no se pagó nada.
Yes.
This is related to the case, right? I'm not
Ya
just
se ve o
taking a
no se
random
ve.
video.
This is related case, so it's on the Facebook page, we just posted up.
I didn't know the most updated information we had.
Ya tengo todo bien aquí. Este es Diero 4. Ok.
So the videos you see on the screen, that was posted about 10 minutes ago to our Facebook page, Twitter page, and Instagram. So that is related to this.
Grábate eso con el teléfono.
Feel free to screen record from the Facebook page as well, if need be.
Ah, ok.
Or if y'all want to record from the screen, y'all can.
Gracias.
Oh, they did. Oh. You said it's on the Facebook page?
Yeah, so if you go onto the San Antonio Police Department, should pop up. Yeah. And it's also on our Twitter page and Instagram as well. This is still
Like the tweet there, but there's no.
So I had to do it in two. Is there another tweet? No. Always something. Getting roasted.
Oh, you walked around.
No video. Shows still uploading. It's on here, right? Yeah.
Like, I just moved back from Oregon like 2 years
Oh,
ago.
no.
I'm still getting used to the heat.
You're like, I don't need these sweaters.
I have a whole thing of sweaters. I'm like, I'll never use it.
I believe it.
Probably.
I was up north too, and I have coats like in the witness because I
But you'll never
on
use
here,
them.
and I'm like, I've never,
Yeah.
not in San Antonio.
Where did you wear that?
I was
Where
living, yeah,
that's what he posted on
Oh,
Facebook
yeah.
12 minutes ago. Surveillance video.
It probably got colder there than it's been in the Oregon hospital.
Really good. Yeah, probably would, yeah.
Portland's kind of weird. Like it snows, but it's like a little bit. And
Yeah, and
Alright,
all
it's
these
good
things
now.
like stick a lot.
yeah.
I'll check Instagram. Instagram's still taking a while.
Business specifying, take this one. This one's
Llegando tarde. No, eso tienes. Puedes poner aquí cualquiera de los dos. ¿Qué tienes? El login. Debe estar de cada zona. So, las que son skips. Todo el mundo se va a cargar.
Sí, gracias. ¿Cuándo la pasaste en Navidad?
Bien, aquí.
¿Trabajando?
No, descansé.
Qué bueno.
Sí, por si el año nuevo sí voy a
¿Vas
trabajar.
a estar en el centro?
Sí.
Ahí vas a estar.
Sí.
Vas a trabajar.
Está bien.
Seguridad, pues ahí va a estar. Ojalá que nada pase.
No, todo va a estar bien.
Ya sé. Cada año siempre.
Yo casi siempre trabajo, me gusta trabajar desde último, porque siempre pienso que empezando trabajando el año, tengo trabajo todo el tiempo.
Así.
Y esa es mi mentalidad. Estamos.
Sí, a ver, ya se fue el año. Y ya otra vez otro.
Vamos a empezar nuestro ciclo.
Otro ciclo.
Ya. Entonces, eso de que
Y como quieras estamos acá. Como dijo el jefe, ese día es un caso raro, es muy raro. Sí, es lo que parece ser alguien. Y ahorita el video que hizo,
de eso también.
ese carro gris, ese carro, o sea, alguien está manejando ese carro y alguien está manejando el otro. Y ya parece que pensamos en este día.
Ahora que después de pusieron
Alguien estaba
ya estaba.
ya estaba en la
Pero por lo menos el ese el taller ahí. No más digo, no sé dónde le digo a las muchachas, pero por lo menos te vi tu video un ratito y después como de ordenaste y me dijo,
Y por eso lo contaron hace 3 weeks.
sí, porque
En este estado de Texas, después de cierto clase, se cuenta como demasiado.
se te digo lo que ha de sufrir. Porque se va acabando el oxígeno, se va acabando todo, entonces ya con movimiento, cómo se ha movido. Eso es lo que más me pesa.
Sí, yo creo que pues también explotó tanto la historia, o tan, porque sí es muy popular la historia. Y mucho que ver que está embarazada, que completó, y todo eso hizo el caso súper daño. Y como siempre, nos toca a nosotros. historia de otro, ¿verdad? Digo, el sucedió, no sé. Ahora todo estás, ahora todo el caso de nosotros, ¿no? En vez de
Ojalá y se resuelva pronto.
yo creo que sí, con este video, lo que están mandando ahorita, que el video que pusimos de 10 minutos se tiene como 2000 shares, gente ya está compartiendo todo lo y cuando lo pusieron.
Ay, con la tecnología de ustedes que han
Sí,
sacado la plata.
yo creo que sí, en este video no, está difícil verlo, pero yo creo que sí usan el de plata, que sí.
Este video es
Lo que pensamos. No lo que creemos nosotros.
Nomás se baja.
Nomás se baja. El carro gris es de la víctima.
Entonces creen que ya íbamos.
Para este punto sí. Sí, para este punto. Ahorita es el único video que tenemos. Y ahorita el jefe le puedes contar más. Sí. Pero ahorita es el único video. 90 day. Y eso.
Nadie lo
Sí. Todo lo que está, todo el que está morado. Es súper activo el postre. They're heading down.
Afternoon. I think most of you all have or all of you probably have the background on this case. I'll go over it again anyway, briefly. Because this is an open investigation, am not going to answer questions unless it's to confirm something I've just said, but I'm not going to answer questions that may get into the details of the investigation. So first of all, I want to extend condolences to the families of both Savannah and Matthew. I also want to reassure them that detectives are doing everything that they can do to solve this case. Savannah Soto and 22-year-old Matthew Guerra were reported missing by Leon Valley on 12/23/23. A clear alert was issued for Savannah by DPS because it met the criteria for a clear alert to be issued. CLEAR stands for the state's Coordinated Law Enforcement Adult Rescue Alert Program. Families of both victims reached out to SAPD on the 23rd to make a police report, but we had learned that Leon Valley had already taken a missing person report. Savannah and Matthew resided in Leon Valley's jurisdiction, and were last seen in Leon Valley. Therefore, Leon Valley was the reporting jurisdiction. Officers did document details provided by the family members under an SAPD information report. On the 26th, at about 4 o'clock, SAPD was called to assist Leon Valley PD at 5903 Danny K. Leon Valley was requesting assistance. Families of both victims were at the location and reported to Leon Valley PD that earlier in the day, they received information that the missing gray Kia Optima was at the Danny K address. When police arrived, they discovered 2 people in the Kia. EMS was called to the scene, and they pronounced both victims at the scene. It appeared that the vehicle had been located at that location for several days. The medical examiner had identified 22-year-old Matthew as one of the deceased victims in the vehicle, and he died from a gunshot wound to the head. The manner of that death is still pending. The second deceased victim has not yet been officially identified by the medical examiner. However, I think we can be confident that that second victim was Savannah. This case is being investigated as a capital murder case. Detectives right now are combing through days of surveillance video from several different locations that the victims were known to be, where the victims were known to be. Detectives are hopeful that surveillance video will lead to the events leading up to their death. Detectives are also combing through social media and cell phone records to determine the last communications with the victims. We have a video here that we're going to share with you. We have already put it out on social media. You may have already seen it, but we're going to run this video here today. We are hoping that someone is able to identify the individuals that are seen in this video. If anyone has any information regarding what they may see in this video, we would ask that you call Homicide on 207-7635. You can remain anonymous. You do not have to give your name. The video was taken from a nearby location where the bodies were located. And finally, here is a slowed down image of the first person of interest getting out of the Chevy Silverado that is seen next to the Kia. And then here's another, there'll be another slowed down image of the second person of interest getting out of the victim's Kia Optima. Once you've looked at the video, I will take a few questions, again, only to clarify what I've said if you're not quite sure about it, but I will not take questions other than what I've just talked about because the investigation is still active.
Chief, you said the ME said that for Matthew Guerra it was a gunshot wound to the head, but when we called them they said it's a contact gunshot wound. What does that mean? It
means that it was there. When we talk about the manner of death has not been determined, the manner meaning was it a suicide or was it a murder? So that's what the ME has yet to officially put out.
So there's a possibility that this could be a murder-suicide.
That possibility exists, but right now, we don't believe so unless we get information from the ME that would change our current course.
You don't believe so, and I wonder the callousness of all this. What is your message to the person or persons who may have committed this?
You know, somebody asked me that the other night, and I don't know what value that adds to this interview, what message I would put out. I mean, clearly, it was a heinous act. It was, you know, unspeakable, the tragedy of it. I mean, what message would I give to those folks? I mean, I don't see what the value of that question is, but anyway.
And just to clarify, you were treating this as a homicide for both people?
It is a capital murder investigation.
For both victims?
Yes, right now, unless we get information that changes that.
And Chief, when was this surveillance video? Is this one from the 26th?
Say it again?
Where and when was this surveillance video taken?
A few days before
Yeah.
Days
the
before.
bodies were discovered.
And where was this? What's the address of this area?
Where what?
Near where the
What's
bodies
that? Is this where the bodies were discovered?
Very close to it, yes.
Very close to it.
I do see, I believe he is handing something to the driver of the pickup truck. Do we know anything about that?
I mean, that's what we're looking at. What we believe right now, it was something to wipe the side of the car down with. You know, we can't be 100% certain with that, but that's what we're studying in this video, and that's what we believe right now.
And do we believe that these people may have any links of some sort? Do we know what links they have to victims?
I don't know that, and again, would be part of the investigation.
So just to be clear, the vehicle, the Kia Optima, that's the vehicle that they were found in?
Yes,
Okay. But the person that's getting out of the vehicle, you're saying, out of the Kia Optima, is there somebody that gets out of that vehicle that you're trying
Yes.
to?
yes.
And you don't believe it to be either Matthew or?
No.
Okay.
So
Correct.
do you all believe that they were shot, the killings happened somewhere else and they drove the car and dumped it in that parking lot?
You know, again, I don't want to get into the details other than what I've talked about here today. So, the answer to that question would be yes. But other than that, again, I'm not going to answer questions that are outside of what I just talked about.
So in this video, do you think that they're dead or alive?
Pardon?
In this video, do you think they're dead or alive?
Again, I'm not going to get into that.
And then one other question, the day of the crime scene, you called it perplexing. Now you've learned a couple more details. Can you go into why you use that word?
Because it was unknown at the time. I mean, we had been there not very long at all, and it was undetermined at that time whether we were going to be looking at it as a murder-suicide or as a capital murder investigation. So I think we've kind of gotten past that point right now, unless we get evidence that would lead us to believe otherwise, but I think we're past that point right now.
You
One
said
more
the
question.
bodies have been there for several days. How many days exactly?
I don't know exactly, but they'd been there for a few days, I'll say.
So what took you so long to find the car if the car was parked there for several days?
What took us so long to find it?
Yes, if the car was parked over there for like several days.
Nobody came across that car.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year.